Oh, when is Elf coming out? Spring
I
of
have
next
no
year.
idea.
Okay. I want Elf. I know you don't care, but I was just
Nah, I
I
don't
was
care.
just scrolling through NECA's Twitter and I'm like, oh, I forgot about Elf. I want him
Remember Elf? He's back
back.
in
Are
2022
Pogs
form.
are Pogs back yet? I feel like
I don't think so.
Pogs need to come back.
Oh
I'd
man,
collect Pogs
Pogs.
again.
No,
Like
you know what they'll call Pogs?
I don't need a
They'll
whole
do Pogs. They'll
card.
be virtual. It's going to be virtual, and they'll be NFT Pogs.
You know,
That's how they'll work it.
the game never worked with a slammer, so if there was a virtual version of the game, that might actually be preferable.
Those were banned. I was the Pog guy that did. I just like collecting them,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't want to play. I don't want to dent my Pogs.
Yeah. No, I had them in the little like baseball card pages, but they were
Yeah,
Pog
yeah, we had
pages. Yeah.
Pog pages. Yes,
I loved them. They had like, I did McDonald's do Power Ranger ones, or there were
they
Power Ranger
did.
ones from the movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That was a big time. That was a big convergence of properties that I was interested in.
That was definitely that was fifth grade. So that was
Mm-hmm.
90,
My
95,
my
94,
favorite
95.
my favorite thing was the Pog Maker. So
Oh
it was,
yes.
it was a like a paper press, and it would make a circle, and it had a sticker for the thickness, and you would put a magazine or a photograph in there,
Yes.
line it up just right, and you'd make your own Pog.
I do
And I mean,
remember the Pog Maker.
that's all a Pog was a picture cut into a circle. So it was perfect.
Right. Such fun.
I love it. I love the Pog mascot, that like caveman looking dustball guy.
Oh yes, I remember him.
I love Pogs. Bring Pogs back. Were you a Boglins kid?
I just bought some Boglins.
Oh, you got the new ones from Walmart?
I did pick those up. They were available
Oh.
again. So I got the I never had them as a kid. I had
yeah.
what were the I may have had one Boglin, but I had what were the cousin Boglins? What were those called?
The Care Bear cousin Boglins. I don't. They were like fish shapes, or like
they had one that was a fish, one that was a lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had those.
Oh, okay.
And as we're doing the sorting at my parents', my father hasn't come across the Boglins box yet, but we have found one popped out eyeball.
Oh,
It's just been in a bag of its own that says Boglins eye.
Okay.
And we're just like, we're waiting to find the box so we can take the Boglins out and reattach the eye.
Sure.
And those things are probably going to be disgusting because they've been sitting in the box for decades now at this point. So who the hell knows?
So I was listening to another podcast, the Adventures in Collecting guys.
Shame on you.
All they do now is interview people. That's all their shows, because
really?
They're like owned by a company, and they must book guests for them. So they had this guy on that created the Boglins, and he's bringing them. He's the one behind bringing them back.
Yeah.
And they were made out of this plastic material, this rubber that smelled so bad. The companies now will not work with it because it smells so bad. So the new Boglins are made out of material which apparently is even more pliable, so it's better for the puppetry.
Okay.
But the original ones, they just had that very unique smell.
They did. It'd be good if the Rancor was made out of the Boglins material.
That's what I'm saying, man. If it had that real life feel, I would pre-order it right now. Right now, I'd buy 2.
Yeah.
Because you need to, because it would probably rip.
Yeah, you could. I mean, would you? The trade-off would be, of course, that the paint application would suffer.
It doesn't need to. Why would it suffer? Why would it?
You think so? You don't think it would?
Because it's all paint apps, like they're just spraying it or whatever.
You're just referring it to that real feel skin on like the baby T-Rex, which is very different than the skin texture. So if it was the real feel skin texture of the baby T-Rex, you probably wouldn't. But if it was the Boglins type texture, you would lose that, because that was very mushy.
I don't know. I feel like it's still, because when you spray the paint, it doesn't like press in. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't, but I don't know.
Okay.
It's moot because they're not doing it. But I'm just saying.
Of course. Yeah, this is just all conjecture and
so you found the Boglins in the collector section at Walmart?
I did.
Which ones did you find? Because I think there's at least 3 flavors. There's like a pumpkin one that's all orange.
Yes.
There's a skull one.
Correct. Those are the 2 I did order.
Okay.
And then there's a clown. He's kind of like Captain Spaulding from
Clown.
From House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
And Devil's Rejects. But
did you see them in store, or you ordered them from the website?
I have not. The Walmarts up here do not have a good collector's section presence.
Mm-hmm.
There are some that are just absolutely amazing, and they have everything. They have those end caps with all the limited exclusive releases that always get marked down to $5 that you see on Instagram. I don't have any of that. I haven't seen a thing.
Okay, I'm on the Walmart website right now. I'm confused because there's so these new ones are branded as Boglins Dark Lords, but then there's some Boglins for the same price on the Walmart site made by Tri-Action, and they look similar but also a little different. So I don't really know. Are there two competing Boglins brands out there right now?
No, it should be the same Boglins brand.
Okay, maybe it is. Maybe this is just a second. Oh yeah, these look more like the traditional ones.
Yeah,
that Dark Lord set is like Halloween themed.
It is,
which I don't love, but
they glow in the dark. That was enough for me.
Oh, they glow in the dark. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Did you get them?
I haven't gotten them yet.
Okay, because it says, are they in stock? It says 3-day shipping.
They are in stock. They should be in stock.
So you just ordered them?
A couple days ago.
Okay, this is very timely that we brought this up.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to let me know how these are because I love
course.
I love Boglins. I love puppets growing up.
Yeah, I think everybody. I mean, why bring a property back if nobody loved it? I mean,
but it's they're a little expensive. $40.
It's a collector's line.
I know, but it's also a toy that I want to play with, so it's like
fair enough.
Gonna roughhouse with it a little bit.
Doesn't mean that it's still not an adult collector's line.
No, I get that. I don't know.
Similar to
there's not
people's
like
complaints about 3 HasLabs, but
yeah, well, it's a lot. If you collect all those lines,
but then again, if you're an adult and you have your own disposable income, then you're fine.
I mean, all income is disposable because if you got to spend it, you got to spend it. Then you got to make some more somehow. You're out in the streets trying to make some money.
I'll be out in the streets tonight. I don't care.
Are you wearing that?
Yeah, I'll turn some tricks.
You gonna get the same amount of tips wearing that as you do your slasher outfit?
I might.
Ooh, yeah,
maybe.
The beard really helps,
doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I just remembered that this is also an audio podcast, so people probably have no idea.
Exactly. Yeah. So hey, you know what? If you want to tune in to see what I look like, check us out on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, the Reluctant Adult Podcast. We're on there. Yeah. Hit that smash that subscribe button.
Whoa. Yeah. Smash it hard.
All the lingo. Yeah. So
leave a like.
Leave a like.
If you haven't already.
Rate us. Share us. Right. Tell a friend. Tell your mom.
Don't tell my mom.
Don't tell Bill's mom or his wife. This is a secret.